is a social science that deals with the production, distribution, that is allocation, and expenditure or utilization of goods and services. Now, core concepts in economics. First one is scarcity. The fundamental problem of limited resources versus unlimited wants. So you should remember 2 points. Our sources are very limited, but our wants are unlimited. So economics deals with the fundamental problem of limited resources versus unlimited wants. Production. Second point, production. How goods and services are created. Distribution. How resources and goods are allocated. Consumption. How goods and services are used. And fifth one is choice and opportunity cost. Decisions involve trade-offs, meaning choosing one thing means giving up another. Trade-offs means choosing one thing means giving up another. So there are five core concepts in economics. Now definitions. First, we discuss about the classical definition of economics given by Adam Smith. Now, classical Adam Smith, the science of wealth, focusing on national wealth creation, is economics according to Adam Smith. The modern definition of economics is the study of how people make decisions under scarcity, balancing needs and resources. Now, branches microeconomics, macroeconomics. Microeconomics studies small economic units like individuals, households, and farms. Example, supply, demand, and pricing. Macroeconomics studies the entire economy. Example, inflation, GDP, government policy, unemployment. Now, definitions of economics have evolved from focusing on wealth, that's stated by Adam Smith. What he stated, Adam Smith, science of wealth, to human welfare, stated by Alfred Marshall's study of man, and scarcity, Lionel Robbins, science of scarcity, with modern views embracing dynamic growth, resource allocation, and society choices under scarcity as seen in Samuelson's definition of choices with limited resources for production and distribution. Now, definitions from influential economists of the world, Adam Smith, which we have already discussed. Let's try to know the definition. According to Adam Smith, economics is an inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of nations, focusing on wealth creation and markets. Definition given by Alfred Marshall. Welfare, the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life, emphasizing human well-being and material welfare. Now, definition given by Lionel Robbins. He stated about scarcity, the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means, which have alternative uses, highlighting choice under scarcity. Paul Samuelson, modern synthesis, economics is the study of how people and society choose to employ scarce productive resources to produce, distribute, and consume commodities over time. James Ken, the study of scarce resources and the determinants of income and employment, focusing on macroeconomic factors. In essence, economics is now broadly understood as the study of choices made by individuals, groups, and nations regarding the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. So, in short, all of you will remember what economics is. Economics deals with production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. I repeat this thing once again. If anybody asks you what is economics, you will say economics deals with production, distribution, consumption of goods and services. Fine. Now, we'll study about capitalist economy. We'll study about three kinds of economies that is prevalent in the world. One is capitalist economy, the other one is the socialist economy, and the third one is mixed economy. Okay, let's discuss with capitalist economy first. Now, a capitalist economy is a system where private individuals or businesses own the means of production, factories, resources, and operate for profit, with prices and production determined by the free market, supply and demand, not the government, which mostly protects property rights, fostering competition and innovation. Major elements include private ownership, free markets, profit motive, competition, and minimal government intervention that is called laissez-faire. A capitalist economy is a type of economic system where the means of production are privately owned and all decisions regarding production. Now let's study about the characteristics of capitalism or capitalist economy. First one is private ownership. Private ownership, individuals or companies own capital goods, land, and resources. Second point is profit motive. The main goal is earning profit, driving business activity. Third, free market. Prices, production levels, and resource allocation are set by supply and demand. Fourth is competition. Drives efficiency, innovation, and better quality products and services. Limited government role. In capital in capitalist economy, there is a limited government role. Government mainly enforces contracts, protects property, and ensures fair play with minimal interference. The consumer choice. Consumer decide what to buy and workers can choose jobs influencing the market. Now, in broad spectrum, if what is capitalism? Capitalism, often known as the capitalist economy, is an economic system in which private firms control and govern the factors of production. I repeat this once again. Capitalism, often known as the capitalist economy, is an economic system in which private firms control and govern the factors of production. Second one, a capitalist economy is an economic system where the means of production and distribution are privately owned. Third definition, a capitalist economy is an economic system where private individuals or businesses own the means of production and operate for profit. Next definition, a capitalist economy is an economic system characterized by private ownership of the means of production and distribution of goods and services. Next one, capitalism is an economic system in which private individuals or businesses own and control the means of production and distribution of goods and services. So the same thing being written in different ways. Now let us discuss about socialist economy. A socialist economy is a system where the community or government owns and controls the means of production, land, factories to serve collective needs, not private profit, aiming for equitable wealth distribution and social welfare through collective ownership, central planning, and reduce economic inequality, contrasting with capitalism focus on private ownership and market forces. Major goals are Major goals of socialist economy are social welfare, resource allocation based on societal needs, and minimizing class divides. The core principles under socialist economy. First one is collective ownership. Factors of production are owned by the state or community, not private individuals. Production for use. Goods and services are made to meet needs, not for profit. Equitable distribution. Resources are shared more equally to reduce disparities. Fourth point, social welfare focus. Emphasize public services, healthcare, education, and community well-being. Then how it works? Central planning. The government often decides what to produce, how much to produce, and what price based on societal needs. Second point is reduced competition, less market competition as the state controls major industries. Worker control aims to give workers more control and and reduce corporate power. In your socialist economy, this is taken care of. It aims to give workers more control and reduce corporate power. When after completion of mixed economy, we will try to differentiate between capitalist economy and socialist economy once again. Now let us discuss about mixed economy. A mixed economy blends elements of capitalism and socialism. I read it once again. A mixed economy blends elements of capitalism and socialism, allowing both private businesses and the government to play significant roles in economic activity, balancing free market principles with social welfare goals, where the private sector drives innovation and profit, while the government regulates, provides public goods like healthcare, education, etc., and ensures social security. Essentially, mixed economy is a hybrid system where private ownership and free enterprise coexist with state control and intervention for public good common in most modern nations like India and United Kingdom. Now, characteristics of mixed economy. First point, coexistence of sectors. Both public, government-owned and private sectors operate side by side as seen in India with private companies like Reliance Company and government-owned or state-run railways and post office. Second point, economic freedom and regulation. We are conducting on behalf of School of Science. Subject we are talking about is Indian economy. The second point, economic freedom and regulation. Individuals and businesses have freedom to own property and pursue profits, but the government imposes regulation, taxes, and provides social safety nets. Resource allocation. Market forces determine some resource allocation, while the government intervenes to ensure essential and address market failures, such as providing public infrastructure. Now, dual objectives of mixed economy. Private firms focus on profit, while the government aims for social welfare, economic stability, and equitable resource distribution. Now, how it works. Private sector's role drives innovation, efficiency, and competition similar to capitalism. Government's role. It regulates industries. Example, minimum wage, antitrust. Now, what do you mean by antitrust? Antitrust refers to the regulation of the concentration of economic power, particularly in regard to monopolies and other anti-competitive practices. Provides public services, education, defense, etc., and redistributes income to taxes and subsidies. Now, how it balances? It aims to harness market efficiency while mitigating capitalism's potential for inequality and socialism's risk of inefficiency. An example, United States, a largely capitalist system with government regulation, example, Food and Drug Administration, that is called FDA, environmental laws and public services, social security and healthcare. India is the best example of mixed economy, a developing nation that combines extensive private enterprise with significant government control in major sectors like defense and railways. United Kingdom and Germany. Both are generous welfare states, free healthcare and education to all the citizens, and strong private sector. Now, what is the difference between capitalist economy and socialist economy? Capitalism features private ownership, market-driven decisions, supply or demand, profit motive, competition, and income inequality, while socialism involves state collective ownership, central planning, focus on social welfare, equality, government control over production, and aims for wealth redistribution. Now, capitalist economy features once again. First is ownership. Private individuals or corporations own means of production, that is, factories and land. Control. Market forces, supply and demand, dictate prices, production and distribution. Goal, profit maximization for owners and businesses. Role of government, minimal enforced rules but doesn't interfere with markets. Incentive, competition drives innovation and efficiency. Outcome tends to create income inequality. Example, USA, Australia, largely. Now, socialist economy, ownership. State or community owns major industries and resources. Control. Central planning by the government manages production and resource allocation. Goal. Social welfare, equality, and meeting societal needs. Role of government, dominant plans and regulates most economic activity. Incentive, collective good, reduced competition. Outcome, aims for more equal income distribution and social safety nets, healthcare education. Example, traditional Soviet Union model, though not, though most modern examples are mixed like Sweden with strong welfare. Now in the tabular form, let's try to differentiate between capitalist and socialist economy. The first feature is ownership, as stated above. Private individuals, corporations own means of production, factories, land. Socialist economy, state or community owns means of production. Control. Market forces supply and demand guide decisions. Central government planning directs economic activity. Motive, profit maximization. Profit maximization is the main motive of capitalist economy. Profit maximization for individuals and businesses. In socialist economy, there is social welfare and collective needs pricing determined by market competition, supply and demand in capitalist economy, and in socialist economy, it is set by the government, often with subsidies. Competition, high, drives efficiency and innovation. Little to none, government is sole player. Income, unequal distribution, large gap between rich and poor. And in socialist economy, more equal distribution aims to reduce inequality. Government role, minimal intervention, laissez-faire, extensive control over production, services, and wealth. Example of capitalist economy is USA, Canada, and socialist economy, including India, is Cuba, North Korea, traditionally. Okay, after going through all these things, all those topics which I have discussed today, introduction to economics, concepts and definitions of economy, capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy. Let's try to answer some of the MCQs, 25 MCQs we'll try to solve. And if you can answer me one after the other. Of course, this has not been discussed about the very first question. Who is considered as the father of economics? Who is considered as the father of economics? It is, can you guess who is called the father of economics?
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith, right. So all of you mark, okay, Adam Smith. Adam Smith is called the father of economics. Okay, question number 2. Which economic system emphasizes private ownership of the means of production and profit motive? Just few minutes back we discussed.
Capitalism.
Capitalism is the right answer. Capitalism is the right answer. Very good. Question number 3. In a socialist economy, Who primarily controls the allocation of resources and production?
State or central planning
State and
bodies.
central planning
Very
body.
good. The state or the central planning body. Very good. The state or central planning body. Question number 4. What is the key characteristic often found in capitalist economies due to competition and profit focus? What is
Significant
the
income
key
inequality.
characteristic often found in capitalist economies due to competition and profit focus? Can you guess which is the
Inequality.
right option?
Significant
Inequalities.
Huh?
Inequalities.
Inequalities.
Yeah, significant income inequality. This is one of the characteristics of capitalist economy, significant income inequality. Question number 5. Which system advocates for public ownership and aims for economic equality as its primary goal? Which
Social
system
economy.
advocates for public ownership and
Socialist.
aims for economic equality as its primary goal? Which economy?
Socialist
Social.
economy.
It is socialist economy. C. 5 C have uttar. 5 answer is C. Question number 6. In which system are prices determined by supply and demand in open markets? In which system the prices determined by supply and demand in open markets?
Capitalist.
It is
Capitalist.
capitalist or market economy. Capitalist or market economy. Question number 7. The concept of cultural hegemony, maintaining power structures, is often discussed in relation to which system, according to thinkers like
Capitalist, sir.
Gramsci. Huh?
Capitalist.
Capitalism is the right answer. Capitalism is the right answer. Which feature is generally absent in a purely socialist system but central to capitalism? Which feature is generally absent in a purely socialist system
Private
but
property
central
right?
to
Private
capitalism?
property rights.
Private property rights.
Yes, private property rights for capital goods. Yeah, very good. Question number 9. What is a common criticism of capitalism from a socialist perspective?
Exploitation of labor.
Exploitation of labor and
Yes,
inherent.
Exploitation
Gender
of labor and inherent gender inequality.
inequality.
Exploitation of labor and inherent gender inequality. Question number 10. A mixed economy is characterized by. A mixed
Public and
economy is
private sector.
characterized
Public and
by
private sector.
Public and private.
Public and private sector.
public and private sectors. Very good. Public and private sectors. Very nice. Question number 11. What is the main objective of economics? What is the
See.
main
Satisfy
objective of economics?
Satisfying human
wants.
Satisfy
wants.
human
Very good.
using limited
Satisfying human wants using limited resources. Very good. Now let's move to question number 12. What is the role of the government in a capitalist economy?
limited intervention.
Limited
Limited
intervention.
intervention. That's good. Limited intervention. That's very fine. Limited intervention. Question number 13. How important is private enterprise in a socialist economy?
Limited or negligible.
Limited or negligible. That's fine. Limited or negligible. Question number 14. How is price determined in a capitalist economy?
Market demand and supply.
Market demand and supply. Very good. By market demand and supply. Very nice. Question number 15. In a mixed economy, which sector is mainly left to the market? In a mixed economy, which sector is mainly left to the market?
Medium.
So meaning of the question didn't understand.
In a mixed economy, which sector is mainly left to the market? It is decided by the market. Government doesn't interfere. It is small and medium
Small and
businesses.
medium businesses. Right.
Okay. 16. In which economic system are resources distributed equally?
Socialist.
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 Social.
Very good. In which economic system Are resources distributed equally? It is socialist. Answer is socialist. What is the main motivation for innovation in capitalism? What is
Personal
the
profit.
main
Personal
motivation? What
profit.
is the main motive rather?
Personal
Let's put the
Personal
question this
profit.
way. What is the main motive for innovation in capitalism?
Personal profit.
Huh?
Personal profit.
Personal
Personal
profit.
profit is the right answer, is the right option, personal profit. Question number 18. At what level does macroeconomics operate?
National
At what
economy.
level
National
does
economy.
macroeconomics operate?
National economy.
National
National
economy.
economy.
National economy, that's right.
Economy.
That's the right option, 18. 19, question number 19. Who owns key industries in a socialist economy?
State.
Who owns key industries in a socialist economy?
State.
State.
It is the
State.
state or the nation. It is the state or the nation. That's good. Question number 20. Which is an example of a socialist economy?
USSR.
Soviet Union.
What
Union.
is former Soviet Union? What one said USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Former
Yes, sir.
Soviet Union is the best example of a socialist economy, which is included among the advantages of a mixed economy. Which is included among the advantages of a mixed economy,
C.
like India.
C, sir.
Combination of both.
Combination of both.
Combination of
Yes, it's combination
Combination
of
of both.
both. Combination of both. Very good. Question number 22. Which is an example of a mixed economy?
India.
India.
It's India.
India.
India, very good. Question number 23. In a capitalist economy, how is the gap between rich and poor affected?
Increase.
Increase.
Increases. Yeah, in a capitalist, this is the greatest disadvantage with the capitalist economy. In a capitalist economy, how is the gap between rich and poor affected? It increases. Okay. What is a major disadvantage of a socialist economy?
Less innovation.
Less innovation.
Less innovation is the right
Less
answer. Less innovation is the right answer. Why is coordination between market and government important in a mixed economy? I repeat
To
the
make
question once
production and
again for all of
distribution.
you. Why is coordination between market and government important in a mixed economy?
All of this, sir.
All of the above.
All of the above. To maintain social justice, to balance private initiative, to make production and distribution efficient. All of the above. So we could learn what did we discuss today. Let us summarize what we discussed today. Today we discussed about introduction to economics, concept and definitions of economic, capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. And thereafter we could solve 25 MCQs. How was the class?
Good, sir.
How was the class?
Good, sir.
Sir, good, sir.
Good, sir.
Okay,
Great, sir.
so in this way, we will, in Rome was not built in a day. I will not bore you with 1 hour class, but let us say that, okay, small classes, short classes, but very effective classes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
part
Sir,
one being done
sir.
today, part two we'll do next Tuesday at the same time. And you
Sir.
will get the hard copy of this discussion from the Office of School of Science. And
Sir.
we will also upload this in YouTube, and you can watch some of the lecture on economics. We'll release them in the YouTube from where you can watch and revise. Okay? Could you
Sir.
get me?
স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো
স্যার আজকে যে ক্লাসটা হয়েছে এটার পিডিএফটা যদি একটু গ্রুপে আপলোড করে দিতেন আর কি আর কোশ্চেন পেপারটাও তাহলে একটু সুবিধা হয়
পিডিএফ ফাইলে এটা
হ্যাঁ,
আমরা
হ্যাঁ।
দেখছি we will
হ্যাঁ স্যার
we will
কোশ্চেন
আচ্ছা,
পেপারটাও স্যার যদি
okay let's see if it is possible, if our technical we have a support of technical people here. In that
Okay,
case
sir.
we will surely do it. Okay.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার
Okay.
Sir,
And so
please show the page one.
moreover, because you have to print, you have to keep this thing with you. This will be available with us. This hard copy will be available with us on Sunday. Whenever you
Okay,
are
sir.
here for your classroom lectures, you can avail all these things. And
ঠিক
I
আছে।
wish all of you also attend our regular classes in School of Science.
Sir.
So, bolo.
Sir,
পেজ 1 টা একটু দেখেন প্লিজ।
Page 1 টা একটু দেখা।
হ্যাঁ।
Okay, we will actually. Page 1, yeah.
Yes sir, নিচের পার্টটা।
আর লিখতে পারতা আছে। ঠিক আছে?
Yes sir, হয়েছে।
Okay, done?
হ্যাঁ, yes sir.
Okay, fine, fine, sir.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
স্যার আজকে যা যা টপিকস পড়ানো হয়েছে এগুলো কি হার্ড কপি দেওয়া হবে?
এগুলো হার্ড কপি রবিবার দিন যখন ক্লাসে আসবে তখন শনিবার রবিবার থেকে আমরা এটা দিয়ে দেবো হার্ড কপি। সবাই পাবে।
ঠিক আছে
আজকে
ঠিক
পেজ
আছে।
1 2 3 4 করা হয়েছে। এগুলোকে
হ্যাঁ।
কম্পাইল করলে পরে আমাদের যে যারা টিসিএস এর প্রিপারেশনে যারা আছো ওদের সেটা হয়ে যাবে। বুঝেছো?
ঠিক আছে স্যার, ঠিক আছে।
নেক্সট মঙ্গলবারেও আমরা ইকোনমিক্স নিয়ে আলোচনা করব।
ওকে
ওকে?
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
The recording has stopped.